Hello everyone, Gavs returns. So what a surprise, eh? After 12 days, 11 days in hospital, 12 days since the last video. We're back with a 10 to 14 day video update, and I haven't posted anything on the socials or whatnot saying this is coming. I want it to be a complete surprise for everybody to know that I'm back in business. Gav's back. So I should get on your 10 to 14 day in a moment. It's going to take us to day 10, which is the 22nd of June, and we'll be able to extend out beyond that with the extended GFS and ECM ensembles. I'm going to try to go weeks. We'll have a look at the CFS V2 at the end of the video for the next 4 weeks, and that will get us into early July, I think. I'll get on that for you in a second. But I just want to say thank you so much to all of you for all of your lovely messages of concern, support, kindness, good wishes. You know, it's been absolutely amazing. I have not responded to any of the messages because I've been in hospital, so I won't be able to scan through them on my mobile. But please, I have seen everybody's messages, and it's just been overwhelming. The response, you know, the kindness, the love that you've all shown to me has been absolutely amazing. So thank you so much to each and every one of you that took time to send messages and whatnot. Things are gradually going to come back. It's going to take a while to get everything back, I think, because I am, you know, still quite bad with the ankle. I'm well enough to be home, but you know, it was fractured in multiple places. So it's going to take a bit of a while to heal. So I won't be able to sit here in front of a PC, you know, all day like I did do. But we will do the 10 to 14 days. I'll try to get the 6 AM forecast done as well. Terry's summer and June forecast, I know a lot of people are going to be waiting for. I'll try and get that done tomorrow. And very gradually, as the ankle improves, things will come back. So just bear with me, and eventually we will get everything back. Probably won't be able to do any live streams for a little while. I think sitting in front of PC with a broken ankle, bit repaired, for an hour, you know, it's going to be a bit of a trial. So might take a little bit long to come back, but very gradually everything will come back. And I just want to say again, thank you so much to all of you for all of your incredible messages of concern, support, love, kindness. It's been amazing. Thank you so much, everyone. Right, we're going to start off then by having a look at centering temperature. So the last time we did this was on the 31st of May, I think, and so we've got to confirm May seating and then see where we are for June. So May came out at 14.1, 2.9 degrees above average. That's the warmest May on record in terms of CET for the modern era, for the 20th century. There is one May, but actually got into the 15s back in the 1800s, I think. But in terms of like the more modern seating, then 14.1 is the warmest May on record. It beats 1992, which was the warmest May, by 0.7 of a degree there, I think. So a very warm May indeed. In complete contrast, though, look what's been happening with June. I've been keeping up to date with this while I've been in hospital. June CT coming out at just 12.2. That's nearly 2 degrees below the 61 to 1990 average. That is provisional to yesterday, to the 11th of June. So that's quite a significant negative anomaly, isn't it? It's going to take a bit to make that up, I reckon. So could June be our first below average CET month since probably December 2022? I'm not sure. We may get a warm up in the second half of the month. Whether it'll be quite enough to lift CET up above the 61 to 1990 average remains to be seen. But definitely quite a cool sort of, or really quite chilly sort of first 11 days of the month. These are the 500 millibar height-only flow charts from Penn State University. We've got the ECMWF on the top, and the GFS is on the bottom. So 500 millibars, 85 feet, is an area in the atmosphere, high pressure, low pressure, being moved around by the jet stream running above. Blue extrapolates to below average height, which is low pressure. Yellow, orange, and red to above average heights, which is high pressure. So the ECM is placing a trough of low pressure, trough of below average heights right over top of the country in the 7 to 10 day time frame, and the jet stream is down here somewhere. So we go onto the cool side of the jet and we find ourselves placed under a trough of low pressure. So looking pretty cool and unsettled there. This other GFS is looking, again, that looks quite unsettled too. Perhaps not quite as deep with the trough of low, but even so, there is a trough close to the country, and jet streams running through something a little bit like that as well. So we're looking a little bit unsettled and a little bit on the cool side with an Atlantic flow there as we're going into the 7 to 10 day time frame. By the way, if I'm making mistakes with this, and bear in mind, I haven't done one of these since the 30-person base. I might be a little bit rusty with the you know, with the speech and whatnot, with the performance. But you never forget it. You know, you never forget it. It's like getting on a bike. Once you've done it, you know how to do it. Anyway, let's move on. These are GFS upper air temperature precipitation ensembles. The next couple of weeks, the red line is the 30-year upper air temperature average for rugby. We're starting off below average at the moment. Looks like we're going to be staying generally below average as well for the next week, albeit perhaps not quite as much as we are now, but overall trending a little bit below par. As we get into the final week of June, there are signs of a bit of a warm-up taking place then, albeit with a lot of scatter. No, we might get a bit of a warm-up into the last week of the month, but it doesn't look overly convincing, really, does it? And definitely in the next week, possibly 10 days, the ensembles are below average. In terms of precipitation, going to be quite a bit of showery weather to come over the next day or two. And then the trend is actually wetter as we go from the latter stage of this week onwards. So anywhere from about the 14th through to about the 22nd, 23rd of May, significantly above average rainfall looks likely then, with plenty of rainfall spikes to come. Possibly a bit of a drying trend into the last week of the month. That would coincide with this slight warming trend as well. But again, it's extended range, it's unreliable, so, you know, a lot of uncertainty about that. Temperature anomalies from the 12th to 20th of June coming out a little bit below average, and precipitation anomalies from the 12th to 20th of June a little bit wetter than average. So that gets us to the 20th of June, still slightly cooler than average then. And there's only 10 days a month left. I don't think, that doesn't look like it will be enough, really, to offset this negative anomaly. So it does look quite likely, I would suggest, that June 2024 is likely to be our first cooler than average month of the CT since December 2022. That does look quite likely based on this temperature anomaly. So really quite a chilly June could be on the cards here. This is the, what are we looking at here? So, we are looking at the wind flow chart from earthnullschool.net. Of course we are, with low pressure out in the Atlantic as a weather front coming through here. That'll be bringing some wet and windy weather tomorrow. We're actually on a slight transient ridge today, but this next area of low will be on its way in from off the Atlantic. Right, let's start going through chart data then. Miss Appalachian UK Met Euro run is looking for midnight on Saturday. The low pressure well and truly in control, heading in from off the Atlantic. That'll be bringing an unsettled weekend. Low pressure sort of centred right over top of the country. And as we go into next week, well, further low pressure from the west and also from the south, bringing quite a bit of unsettled weather in with it. So looking really quite unsettled there with the UK Met. Icon again has low pressure in control in the ascendant seaboard Saturday. That will bring plenty of unsettled weather with it into the beginning of next week. Trough of low pressure sitting over the north and west of Europe, bringing further unsettled and showery conditions too. And heading on into middle next week, well, low pressure remains firmly in control. These are very unsettled charts, I have to say, so there will be bouts of rain coming through and pretty cool temperatures as well. The GFS midnight run, again, with the low pressure right over top of the country on Saturday, and that low pressure still dominating through sunny into the beginning of next week. Another low pushes up from the south there around Tuesday. That becomes quite a significant feature. Tuesday to Wednesday, looking very wet through the middle part of next week with back to low. Then we start going into an Atlantic flow. Could be slightly warmer with more of a southwesterly. Could pick the temperature up a bit, but still looking quite unsettled. Low pressure bringing further spells of rain in with it. Beyond that, we start to get a little bit of a ridge building over and to the east of the country. That turns things slightly drier and a little bit warmer as well. But again, that's quickly pushed away as low pressure starts coming in from off the Atlantic. So we get to the end of a GFS midnight run, Friday 28th of June, with a slight little ridge of high pressure building up from the Azores from southwest, bringing a fair amount of dry and warmer weather with it. So there's our sort of slightly drier and warmer final week or final days to June there. But GFS 6Z again with low pressure right over top of the country on Saturday. That's bringing bouts of rain in with it. Sunday also looking quite unsettled. And then into the early part of next week, the low pressure moves away to Scandinavia. High pressure begins to ridge out in the Atlantic and starts to head towards us. So perhaps a little bit more in way of high pressure with the GFS 6Z compared to the midnight run. For next week, perhaps slightly surprisingly, that'll be quite warm by next Thursday. Ridge builds over to the east country as a fungi low to the south as well. That starts pushing northwards, so the second half of next week could turn quite warm, but also a little bit on the fungi side. And then we head up towards the latter stage of GFS 6Z. Quite a warm pattern, high pressure to our northeast, low pressure out to west. We're drawing up more of a southerly flow there. That would lift the temperature, but it still looks rather unsettled, I have to say. These areas of low pressure pushing through from off the Atlantic. If you're enjoying the video, and we're back after a 12-day layoff, no, I hope you are, then please, if you like, although the charts are a little bit grim, aren't they, for summer, but never mind, at least Gav's back anyway. If you're enjoying the video, please like, share, and subscribe. Thanks so much everyone for doing that. Drop a comment with the video, let us know what you think about this and all of our videos and content, albeit it hasn't been any for 12 days. And don't forget to tell your friends about GavsWeatherVids. Thanks so much everyone for doing that. GM, again, with low pressure dominating the weather on Saturday and in Sunday as well, bringing quite a bit of unsettled weather. Through the early part of next week, low pressure remains close to the country, further showery conditions too. And then we head up towards days 9 and 10, high pressure building away to the east, low pressure out to west. And we've got a fungi low starting to threaten from the south. So by day 10, we might be threatening some heavy showers, maybe some thunderstorms into the south. And then the ECM finally rounding it all off with low pressure over the country on Saturday, and then in Sunday and Monday, further areas of low pressure bringing unsettled conditions in with them. That gets us to the middle of next week. ECM looking unsettled, then low pressure over to the east of the country, quite cool with a northwesterly flow and unsettled too. And further areas of low pressure just keep on coming really up to day 10, which is the 22nd of June, looking rather cool and a little bit on the showery side there. This is a precipitation forecast based on that ECM run from Tometeo.com. In comes tomorrow's rain and through into that'll be through into Friday. So that's bringing showers and long spells of rain as well. And then we head on into the weekend. Further showers, longer spells of rain. Likely and a little bit drier perhaps as we get in towards the early part of next week, but more showers, spells of rain, never too far away, up to day 10, looking rather showery then. These are the options on the table within the ECM ensembles for day 10, gets us to the 22nd of June, 20 members of the ECM ensemble showing a trough of low pressure over and to the east of the country, a blocking area, high pressure up towards Greenland, and we're on the cool side of jet stream. It's looking rather cool and showery. About 19 with high pressure to our south and southwest, low pressure way to the northwest, and so that brings the driest weather into the south, but the north could be a little bit unsettled. That does include the control and the operational run. And then we've got 12 with low pressure right over the country into the west, so that's going to be very unsettled too. In 2 weeks' time, these are the options that we've got. It will get us to the 27th of June, 15 members of the ECM ensembles with high pressure to our west and a trough of low to the east, winds coming in from more of a northerly direction. Now, that could be drier but rather cool. 12 with a ridge building up from the southwest to the northeast, so that should bring drier weather with it. We've got 11 with high pressure just to the south, low pressure to the northeast, winds coming in from westerly direction, I should say. We've got 7 with low pressure to the north, and so that brings wind in off the Atlantic, looking a little bit cool and showery. And then we've got 6 with high pressure nicely over to the east of the country. That'd be the driest and warmest option. A range of options, but it looks as though day 10 is quite unsettled, but by day 14, which is into the final week of the month, of course, by day 14, we could have a trend here, something a little bit drier and warmer. It is possible, but by the end of June, we could be trending towards something a bit drier and warmer. But certainly, you know, up to the last week of month, looking quite unsettled. CFS V2 finally, and then we're done. It's a 500 millibar high design. Break it down into week periods. The first week period takes us from the 12th to the 18th of June. Next week, we'll have a trough of low pressure right over north and west of the country, ridge out in the Atlantic. So, looking very, very unsettled and quite cool. Week 2 will be the 19th to the 25th of June with low pressure across West Europe, high pressure blocking up towards Greenland and Iceland. Winds coming in from a north or northeasterly direction with that. Week 3 is going to be the 26th of June to the 2nd of July with a ridge building up from the south and a blocking area of high pressure around Greenland. Winds coming up from a southwesterly direction. And then finally, week 4 will take us from the 3rd to the 9th of July with low pressure north of Scotland, winds coming in from off the Atlantic, and so looking unsettled, back to unsettled and rather cool conditions there in the 4th week, and that's into July, of course. So by then, we're actually into, you know, high summer, really. Oh dear. We'll see. Okay, we're done. If you've enjoyed the video, please you like, share, and subscribe. Thanks so much everyone for doing that. Let's see where I am with my chair. Hold on. Yeah, if you enjoyed the video, please you like, share, subscribe. Thanks so much everyone for doing that. And make sure you drop a comment. Let us know what you think about this and all of our videos and content. We thank you so much everybody for doing that. As I say, things will gradually come back over the next week or two. So I won't be able to do the full array of daily videos, I don't think, for a week or two. Particularly not the live streams for now, with the ankle being as it is. Sitting here, you know, it's quite painful. So we will get things back, don't worry. And yeah, so thank you so much everybody. Tomorrow the plan, I think might try and get 6 AM broadcast done. And there will be another 10 to 14 there tomorrow. And I'll try and squeeze in Terry Scoley's Jude and summer forecast, because there's so many people are waiting to see that. So I'm going to try and get 3 videos done tomorrow, albeit the 6 AM is actually recorded this evening. So that helps a bit. But thank you so much, everybody. It's lovely to be back. I hope you enjoyed the video and seeing Gav back. By the way, I grew a beard, and I'll try to shave some of it off, but it's going to take 2 or 3 goes to get rid of all of the hair, I think. So if you're wondering why I'm looking like, you know, I'm partly shaven, that's the reason why. Right, okay, we'll end it there then. Thank you so much everybody for tuning in, and we'll see you again very, very soon. That's all for now. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.